I'm from Java, Indonesia, from village. I have 3 sisters, 1 brother, and I come from really poor family, and we live in village. It's very far from city. He came for the first time and then tell me about this and then keep on pressuring my family and then telling about a lot of money, huge salary. You can go to work even though you're 14. I will make your passport. You see, now you're so poor, but one day if you help them and work in Singapore, you become millionaire and then you can help a lot. I really remember that time is around 20 or 30 of us, and then more than 15 of us is children, and then we are still underage, same age, like 14, 15, 16, around that. That is not a big agency.
The minimum age as a helper to work in abroad is 21 years old, but some country they add more. For example, Malaysia and Singapore, they accept 23 years old. And then why are children being recruited in Indonesia as child maid? As you know that most of the helper come from village, and then when they graduate elementary and graduate junior high, they don't have money to continue to high school.
Kenapa saya keluar negeri? Pertama-tama karena memang keuangan, ekonomi. Sebenarnya saya punya cita-cita pengen sekolah, pengen lanjut kuliah SMK. Saya mau ambil jurusan pariwisata karena kebetulan saya suka bahasa Inggris kayak gitu. Jadi saya pengen ambil jurusan pariwisata, tapi karena waktu itu saya tidak ada biaya, akhirnya saya tutup cita-cita saya dan saya pengen pergi ke luar negeri karena diajak orang itulah sponsor saya. Akhirnya saya ke sana kayak gitu. Nah, untuk saat ini setelah saya kerja di Hong Kong, saya membantu keluarga. Itu anak kakak sepupu saya, dia sekarang kuliah.
The agency actually give me fake passport, and then it was not my name, not my real age, not my photo either. And it is happened not only to me. Many of my friends who I knew, they are also the same, using somebody else's passport.
Child maid would be a person who's under the age of 18 years old, who's in a situation where they are forced to work to raise money for their family. We see this extensively all over the world. According to the ILO, between the ages of 5 and 17, there are 15.5 million children that are working as domestic workers. And between the age of 5 and 14, there's 7.4 million. So we're talking about a huge number of children around the world that are forced to work against their will in this kind of a situation.
Kehidupan saya di Indonesia serba kekurangan. Melihat orang tua saya yang pekerjaannya kurang bagus, akhirnya saya harus pergi ke luar negeri untuk membantu perekonomian orang tua saya. Agen saya menjanjikan sesuatu. Kalau saya bisa kerja ke luar negeri, saya bisa membantu perekonomian orang tua saya, dan kalau saya sukses, saya bisa membeli rumah. Waktu itu agen pertama kali mengajak saya, umur saya 17 tahun. Saya kurang paham karena saya nggak bisa bahasa Inggris. Agen saya memberikan paspor palsu.
As you know that most of the helper come from village, and then when they graduate, they don't have money to continue to high school. In between this period, they need to find solution to get a job. That's why the agent recruit them and then bring them to training center and then send them to Malaysia, Singapore, and Hong Kong.
Agent is lying to me. At the time, no, I don't know. The agency chose children because easier for them to control us and to make money. The agency took my money for 9 months and then just gives us around $20 a month. And then that the agency says for training us, for the food, for the air ticket. The agency actually take a lot of our money. It's not only me. It's really sad for us. When I got in Singapore, there is van come to pick us, and then once we get into the minivan, they took our passport. I never knew where is my passport after that.
So you have a situation where basically agencies realize they can cheat people. A person is forced to work against their will and there's no option for them to leave. What holds them in place are basically two factors. Number one, debt. So a person can work up to 9 months and not get paid, and so she's told if she doesn't work that duration of time, something bad will happen to her or her family. The other thing is her papers are taken, so she can't leave that situation. She's basically forced to stay there because there's no exit strategy without any kind of documentation. These are factors that we find in human trafficking, where a person is held in place with deception, with trickery, in those particular motivations. The lack of a passport and the debt are what makes it a human trafficking situation.
My first employer, I just only work in small family, only mother and son. And they did not give me enough food actually, because for breakfast, they just give me half of bread, half slice bread, and then lunch and dinner, just instant noodle, and it was for 14 months. The same meal every day. I tried to run away when I was the car, because the car park is in downstairs like that. I cannot go out, I cannot open the window, I cannot smile to others. So it's really scared, because you know that time I just 14. This has happened like 10 years ago, and it is really haunted me, really make me sad. Sad for my government is why still happen like this, because I knew more of them still children and then still working like this. I just keep on asking why the government Indonesia still allow the agency to process, because still many children underage who's come to work in Singapore and Hong Kong, even now. It is a lot. Like all my friends, it's the same. We are sent to Hong Kong and Singapore when we are young, when we are 14 and 15. So I know it's maybe around 100 or something like that. I'm sure that it is more.
It's hard for me to work as a helper in Singapore. Cannot make a friend, cannot going out, don't have off day, no phone, even salary. Employer keep it, not give directly to me. They keep it and then they will give after unfinished contract. My employer in Singapore keep my Singapore ID, passport, and then contract, and then salary. I also had to pay to agency 9 months salary deduction, and that time my salary is only $10.
Pertama kali saya masuk ke Hong Kong dan ketemu majikan saya takut dan majikan saya agak cerewet. Terus saya nggak dikasih libur, nggak boleh keluar, hampir 2 tahun, kurang 2 bulan, akhirnya saya bertekad melarikan diri.
I worry about Hong Kong government because I have a fake passport, and then I know I break the law, and I hear about story not go to the jail, but Hong Kong government is blacklist her, so she cannot come to Hong Kong anymore for work. So I worry about that too, because I still need for money, and then I still need a job, because in Indonesia I don't have a job because I don't have any education. That's why it's a be helper in other countries better.
In addition to all of the kind of issues that they face, they are double penalized in this situation, because if in fact they are found with a passport that is forged, they are the ones that get prosecuted, not the ones that do it. And according to the legal system, it should be the people who are creating the deception that are prosecuted, but that hasn't happened. So what happens is a 14-year-old girl is told that she can pass as a 21-year-old girl, and then they give her a script and say, memorize this script, so that when she goes through the customs or immigration section, she's able to kind of get through that process. But what she's doing is basically illegal, and if she gets caught, she can go to jail for 14 years.
Iya, saya takut karena saya takut di penjara, karena paspor saya masih paspor yang lama dan palsu. Saya ingin mengulangi masa kecil aku yang telah hilang waktu saya harus bekerja ke luar negeri.
You know, teenagers 16 to 19 years old is a process of searching identity. Now they work in other country. Their job labeling their identity as a helper. When this identity stick in their heart, they feel inferior, no hope. I'm just a helper. Yeah, that's close and kill their dream.
Kakak sepupu saya, dia sekarang kuliah untuk support keluarga. Oke. Karena waktu usia saya waktu itu saya masih sangat muda, boleh dibilang usia segitu, teman-teman saya yang lain masih sekolah, sedangkan saya sendiri harus kerja. Sebenarnya pertama tuh ada rasa malu ya, karena
The second point, they haven't know the consequence being a helper and work as domestic helper. They don't know everything. Yeah, that's why we really need to cut this processing. We really need to campaign that underage helper is a crime, and I think Hong Kong government and Indonesian government need to have agreement. For example, give them one time to change the data, but no more 2 times. Like a kind of amnesty or forgiveness or data correction, so that they can feel free to report and then change the new one.
I was in slavery, and then I've been abused, and then I'm so scared. I feel like I lost all my hope. I think that times I have like no longer future in my life, because my life just stuck there. I want to cry. I need some help. No one helped me. So I really feel that time is nothing I can do, and then it's really sad that now I'm still helping some other helper also, to tell them, do not come here. Do not just follow the agency. Do not just listen to them about the money, because all is not true.